Let's talk about some love. We're talking about cheeks, right? Isn't that what we all want? Don't we want somebody that we can fall in love with, spend the rest of our life with, make things easy? Or do we want to keep suffering? We want to keep going from relationship to relationship to relationship. And for whatever reason, I don't know if you guys picked up on this, there's a lot of cycles in life. Things just keep repeating. Maybe it's a personality trait. Maybe it's something they keep saying. This other individual, they have similarities to your prior exes. There are things that just keep irking you. And you wonder, why does this shit keep showing up? Why? Why, God? Why do you keep punishing me? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today. The concept of finding love. Is it even possible? Is that what we're supposed to be doing? Do we go out? Do we go outside of ourselves to find this fulfillment? To find this other person? To find the other whole half of our divine self? Where is it? Is it some random person? Do you run into them? Do you believe that this is all random? Or is this all a ginormous symphony? The universal game that we play. Okay? So I want to start off right away. Let's do a check-in. Ladies, guys, everyone. I'm going to try and keep this one ungendered, but if I slip and fall, hey, practice non-judgment and forgiveness, guys. All right? It's all love. It's all love here. So I want you to check in with yourself. And I want you to focus on your thoughts for a second. Are you thinking thoughts of lack, or are you thinking thoughts of love in relation to your relationship status? Now, you don't have to be in a relationship right now, but if you are wanting, you have a desire to maybe one day have a family or to have a significant other that you are married to, well, what thoughts do you have about that future person? Are you looking out at the world outside of yourself, this 3D reality, with anxious thoughts? Maybe you're angry, maybe you're in fear, maybe you're in doubt. I could give you examples of all of those. Anxious thoughts are those that they keep popping into your head, and you're like, oh man, you know what? I might never get married. I'm never gonna find my person. And you keep repeating it to yourself. And then you wonder why bad things keep showing up in your reality. We're gonna get into that, okay? What about angry thoughts? For me, brother, I used to get mad as fuck about shit. I would look out and I would see guys that I thought were not so nice guys, and they had amazing girls. And I would blame the reality that I was seeing and being like, oh my God, this is so unfair. I'm so angry. They get all the girls and I don't have any girls, and I'm a nice guy. I deserve the girls. What is that saying? What is that saying inside my head? What am I telling my subconscious? Okay? Your thoughts are incredibly important to the reality you experience. So I want you to check in on what thoughts you're having about the significant other you would like to find or attract. Attract. Let's get into that. Let's talk about attraction. So your dominant vibration attracts your reality. So if you have these loving thoughts, thoughts of abundance, thoughts of joy, thoughts of bliss, you see a future in which you have, let's say for example, you have a family already. You're going out on picnics all the time. Maybe you see yourself going to the zoo. You have your house all tidy and clean with your wife, husband, whatever it is, okay? You're thinking higher thoughts. You're thinking loving thoughts, more joyful thoughts, blissful thoughts, okay? And I want you to focus. It's not just about the thoughts, okay? It's about the emotion that we attach to these thoughts. And when you're having these incredibly good feeling thoughts, how does that make you feel? How do you wear it? How do you wear it, guys? Is it on your face? You got a smile? Huh? You got a little pep in your step? Huh? You want to crack a couple more jokes when you're out with the boys? Probably. When you are in a loving mood, everything else elevates. It all elevates. And guess what's even the best part? You elevate. Yeah, that's right. You elevate. You get better. And when I say better, I mean your awareness changes. Let me get a coffee break real quick. So this reality, as it changes, it's not a complete wash, okay? It doesn't just take the 3D outside of yourself and get rid of everything, but you become more aware, all right? So, key word here is awareness. We're gonna cover attraction, attracting things into your life, and that is based off of your awareness and what you are aware of. You are a consciousness. All right, you're not just your body, you are also your mind, you are your soul, you are everyone and everything. You are part of the universe. And you get to choose how you like to view this life. We've been told up until, well, forever, to be analytical, to look at things as they are, with logic and with reason. You know, you go out to a forest and you're like, well, there's the ground, and there's the trees, and there's the squirrels, and there's the birds. And then the other side of the brain, the God side of the brain, the loving side of the brain, the abundant side of the brain, sees the synchronicities. It sees how it's all an ecosystem. It sees how it's all connected. When it sees an animal that dies out in nature, you don't get sad. You don't view it as a loss. You're like, well, now it's going to break down. It's going to decompose. It's going to feed the soil. It's going to feed the trees, and the trees feed the animals. And oh my God, it's so beautiful. It all plays together. That's just awareness, okay? So let's bring our awareness right now to this next part. What frequency are you tuned into? All right? And what are you seeing? Now, you, like I said at the start, you don't have to have a relationship. You don't have to be talking to anybody right now. But as you go through your day, are you seeing a more loving reality outside of yourself? Are you seeing the good in people? Or are you more focused on the bad? And this is what creates heaven or hell for your reality. You get to decide what you focus on. Your consciousness can have the awareness of the light side or the dark side. And you get more of whatever your focus is on. All right? So be very keen. Firstly, we're looking at our thoughts. Are they low caliber thoughts? Or are they high caliber thoughts? Thoughts lead to emotions. Emotions, when you have them attached to a thought long enough, become a belief. When it becomes a belief, then it impregnates the subconscious mind, and that is what creates your vibration. Okay? The subconscious mind creates your reality because that's your belief system. It's like a mirror when you look into it. You look exactly the way that you believe you look. Isn't that fucked up? You can change how you look. You can change how the world perceives you. You can change how you perceive the world. And it all starts with your thoughts, which then go into actions, beliefs, and words. And that ultimately, when you have that dominant vibration for long enough, whatever it may be, leads you to have an awareness that you can see. So I want you to be very keen, guys. What frequency, what awareness are we on right now? Are we on the awareness of love, where we see opportunities? We see abundance. We see how beautiful it is outside. We see all the amazing relationships we could have. We see other people for who they are and all the amazing things, all the gifts that they have for society? Or are we living in lack? Are we focused on lack? Are we aware of lack? Are we seeing how little money we have in our wallet? Are we seeing how dry our phone is? Are we seeing, oh man, I don't like those people because they have too many tattoos. Oh, well, I can't date those girls because they smoke weed. I don't want those because they're not perfect for me. Instead of counting the blessings. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is perfect in all regards. And perfection is completely subjective. There's no right or wrong. There's no real thing as sin. So we're all just sitting in this game, and ultimately those that succeed the most are the ones that walk the line of love the best, which is the higher vibration of the two. So are we focused y'all, on the good, or are we focused on the bad? Because that will decide our awareness. That will decide what we see. Now, getting back to love, right? I think we've been going everywhere. We've been going everywhere this one. You don't find love. You don't find it. You don't. At all. It's so random. It's crazy when I see people say, oh my God, I'm looking for love. I'm like, brother, you're not going to find it. Where is it? You can look your entire life. There's millions of books about it, about finding love. And somehow we still have all these divorces. So where is this place? Where is this located? Where is Shambhala? Like, what the fuck? What are we doing here? All right? Because we just want cheeks. Eternal, endless cheeks and love. Right? So where is this? Where can we find this? Well, it starts with you. You become it. You embody it. And when you become love, you embody the awareness that is love. As I've been going over with awareness, awareness is your consciousness pushed out to everything outside of yourself. And I just want you to take this very simply, okay? This does not have to be deep. Are you focused on seeing the light and the good and the abundance, the joy, the bliss, the higher stuff? I'm going to simplify all of that down into the word love. Are you focused on seeing the love? Or are you focused on seeing everything that's wrong? Okay? You get where I'm going with this? When you become that loving awareness and you stop focusing on what you don't have, because when you are in this mode, you are lasered in. You are essentially living in a tunnel. Your eyesight is like this. And so you don't see all the other possibilities outside of yourself out here. All right? You don't see the fucking circulation of the coffee. You don't see that at all. You just see this weird guy. You just see that. Okay? So we got to bring it back to center. We have to expand our consciousness, expand this awareness to a loving awareness. And when we get into that state, we will start to notice the other people that match that frequency. All right? This is all about frequency. It's all about vibration. You want to change your thoughts to loving thoughts. Your loving thoughts then create that frequency that permeates your entire reality. As that frequency increases, as your personal aura increases, as your energy increases, as your thoughts increase, now our awareness sees all the opportunities. It sees all the different love that we can have in our life. And more importantly, as your energy increases, you're a giant magnet. You are a giant vortex. You are a beautiful vortex. If you haven't heard that today, you are a beautiful vortex of energy and light and consciousness. And you are constantly pulling in opportunities to you, experiences to you, other souls to you that match that vibration, that match the conscious thought experience that you are emotionally feeling inside. So if you are matching that vibration with that loving vibration, where you are focused on having the love, it's already here. It's already here. Your wife is already here. Your husband's already here. That significant other's already here. They're already here. How would you feel? You'd feel amazing. If you live within that wish fulfilled, that is how you attract that love into your life. And when I say attract, you don't have to necessarily go out hunting for it, but you will easily become aware of it. It will essentially find you. You may have to start the conversation, but it will be easy. It will just be natural. It will almost be like, that feeling when you're wondering, oh man, that girl's really cute. I don't know if I should talk to her. And then the person next to you magically gets up from their seat and she sits down right next to you. And then she drops something on the floor and it's a perfect opportunity for you to bend over, pick it up and give it to her. You think that's random. You really fucking think that shit's random? No. You've just changed your awareness. Now you're aware of miracles. Now you're aware of how loving the universe can be, how the universe serves you. Okay? So, let's get on to part 5. I'm going to keep this one short because I don't want you guys to think I'm a complete Bible beater. Celibacy. When I say celibacy, I don't care. If you guys are in your season where you are trying to experience yourself, you are having a lot of loving sex or loving relationships, multiple partners, that is for you to decide, okay? The reason I love celibacy so much is because you retain all of that sexual energy, which leads to higher levels of fluidity and creativity and soul expression. When you are constantly giving out your energy, when you are constantly going to other people outside of yourself to have a relationship, you are giving your energy out. You are outsourcing your consciousness to other people to decide the reality in which you experience, unless you are very good at protecting your energy. You create an auric field around yourself, a force field, daily, so other energies cannot get into your zone, your morphic fields, all right? You want to protect your energy. Celibacy is a great way to do that and increase your energy. As you're increasing your energy, you can decide what you want to put it towards. That's why I put self-love here. So in this whole formula to attract love, one thing that you can do if you are not getting results is have a little wilderness season. Go celibate. You know, close down your phone. Make sure it's like the desert in the Sahara. Because when you are not talking to anybody, when you are not having any of that lustful behavior, those thoughts, you aren't watching the porn or any of the other filthy material online, you can finally focus all of your energy on yourself, on your expression, on what you want to be doing with your life, on your passions. And as you expound, as you explore on those passions, guess what happens? That's self-love. That's showing yourself love. That is the divine expression of God in the flesh. When you find whatever your purpose is for being here, and the more time you spend there, you're gonna love it. It's abundant. It's expansive. It's multiplicative. All right? This is an abundant activity. When you are experiencing self-love, when you are working on yourself, when you are doing the inner work, whether it's meditation, walking, fitness, working on a business, reading books, painting, creating music, baking, anything and everything. The more time you spend on yourself, guess what happens? You become more attractive because you are more unique into your divine expression. All right? So that's the main point I'm saying, celibacy. If you guys really want to attract the love of your life, the best way to do that is fall in love with yourself first. Because when you love yourself, other people are going to fall in love with you as well. That is what we are all here for. We are all here to fall in love with everybody else's expression. And a lot of the times, we get lost in the sauce. The sauce being the lust, where we're constantly going outside of ourselves, outside of ourselves, outside of ourselves, to solve something that is an internal problem of the heart. We need to love ourselves first, and that's how we attract love into our life. And when you do this, you experience an explosion in your aura. Your aura just blows up. Okay? People are like, I want to know more about that guy. That girl. She keeps to herself. She's always smiling. She's so happy. She's positive. All right? Good thoughts all the way around. There's just something about her. And when you're having that, guess what? You're attracting. You're attracting people that are on the same frequency. The frequency of love. All right, guys? So if you are struggling right now, let me know if this helps. Whatever it is. Happy to see you guys again. Love you. Namaste.